Hey everyone, and welcome back to Miss Azriel's Gaming. So we're going to get back into Coffee Talk 2. We're on Friday, September 29th, 2023. Okay, so the Evening Whispers, Friday, September 29th, 2023. Alien sightings increased. Is this an invasion? At least it's pretty. Researchers respond over alleged algae invasion. And Dwarfira Tech teams up with Golmix Industries to produce self-healing concrete technology. Is a teddy bear always there? Hey, yeah. Why am I not focused on him? Knock knock, anyone there? Oh, okay, that was the first. I thought the game was messed up or something. Hi, Bailey's. Mr. Bailey's, hi. Let's see, did we get anything new? It's probably just in the stories. Okay, so Aqua, I'm very lucky to have people who's with me no matter what, and I won't take it for granted. Riona, normal schedule. Lucas, you want to know where I got all my awesome sunglasses is? Check out my good sponsor here. Lucas Sonny's been working with them for aeons, and I always love their stuff, but y'all know that already. Oh, I like them. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you come in. How are you tonight? I'm alright, but you look pretty distracted. A penny for your thoughts? Ah, you can have them for free. I was just pondering the hidden side of things. How different the world is under the surface compared to what we think it is. Nothing and no one is exactly what they appear to be. Funny, I was having similar thoughts on my own way here. I guess now that we spend so much time on social media, people believe we can be summed up in a picture or a sentence. But it's not like that. It's not that easy to know someone. Even if that someone is yourself. Especially if that someone is yourself. Sounds like we agree on this. We sure do. And it's been on my mind a lot in the past few days. Does that have anything to do with your wedding to Miss Lua? Got it in one. How are things on that front? A few days ago we decided to take some time apart to think. That sounds ominous. No, I didn't mean it like that. It wasn't a breakup or even a break. Whew. We've been through so much. There's no walking back on our relationship now. But sometimes you're so together that you lose sight of the big picture, you know? I think I see what you mean. So we decided to give each other a bit of space. And figured out what we really wanted out of the wedding. And more importantly, out of our marriage. I see. Have you made any progress on that front? Do you want the short version or the long version? I'm always here for the full story. Alright then, I'm going to tell you everything. But I think you should order first. Sure thing. What can I make you tonight? I'm not feeling fussy. Anything warm would do. So anything, really. Makes sense. What about some herbal tea then? Hibiscus, butterfly pea? Butterfly pea or hibiscus sounds great. With milk and honey, please. Okay, so we can do whichever one we want. Now, oops, wrong thing. Which one haven't I done? So he wants it with milk and honey. Okay, so I have done the blue one with milk and honey. Oh, and I've done that one with milk and honey too. I was going to say, if I hadn't done one, Dreaming Blue. Let's do the blue one. I like the blue one, so... Dreamin' Blue. Oh no, latte art. Ooh, this is not turning out the way I wanted it to. I was trying to make a moon. You know, some little stars. I'm so bad at this. This kind of looks like a puppy. Can we make an ear out of it? Can I make it? Nah, I won't let me make an ear. And that looks like a cow. Okay, the cow jumped over the moon. There you go. See, those are stars. Those are stars. Not bad. Give it a little eye. No, well, let me give it an eye. Can I get nostrils? No. There we go. That's what you're getting. Don't make fun of my latte art. Here you go. I hope you like it. Thanks, Azrael. This is so nice, and it brings me way back. You know how I'm not really in touch with my family anymore? Yes, I'm sorry about that. Don't be. I don't even miss them most of the time. In the end, they're just a random bunch of people, and we don't have very much in common. It's good that you've learned that about yourself, Mr. Bailey's. I think so too. There's just one person I miss, but I've been missing her a while now. Ah, someone who passed away, I'm guessing? Exactly. Spot on again, Azrael. I used to have a very close relationship with my great-great-aunt. When I was little, my parents fought all the time. I still remember in my bones how that made me feel. The fear that one of them or both of them would walk away and abandon me. A bit ironic in hindsight, but then it was many years ago. Yes, it's quite normal for a little child to care about their parents, no matter who they are or how they behave. That's true. Anyway, I spent most all my evenings curled up into a ball in my room, trying hard not to listen to all the shouting, except when my gran came to visit. Not that her being around prevented the fighting, mind you. Elven high society is amazing at keeping up appearances, except in front of family. But she got how it made me feel, so she went out of her way to make the sting out of it. She would keep me company and bring me a cup of herbal tea, with milk and honey in it. Drinking this now, with you, it feels a lot like family again. Sounds like she was a perceptive person. She truly was the best of them, until she got sick. Oh no, how did that happen? I thought elves don't get sick. I see. That's a part of elven disinformation. Elves don't get sick with your run-of-the-mill colds, but they do get big, bad diseases like everyone else. And it's not uncommon for us to die from them. Except there's this assumption in elven society that if you live the right sort of life, you'll pass away peacefully in your bed. So that's what families say most of the time when someone dies. Incidentally, that also means that they need to pretend everything is fine until the very last moment. So that's what they did to my aunt. They basically shut her in during her last few weeks. That sounds really awful. I did manage to visit her, and she put on a brave face, but it was clear she wasn't happy. Then she wasn't very happy before that either. At least she had you. It must have been a little consolation, but yes, I'm glad I was able to be with her. To think I came very close to being trapped with those people. I'm pretty sure she would have hated that for me. A little part of me hopes she'd be proud of me right now. I'm certain she would be. Thanks, Azrael. Here you are, letting me blab on again. That's more than fine, but do you think growing up among conflict might explain why things are, well, a bit difficult to work out sometimes between you and Lua? I definitely think that's part of it. In fact, good evening. Hi, Azrael. And hi. I don't think we've met before. I'm Silver. I'm Bailey's. Nice to meet you. And I'm guessing you're Amanda? We are, but you do not appear to be a hive. How did you? Lou told me she ran into you a week or so ago. Oh, the nice earthling we met on our first night here. That is a satisfactory explanation. And so, are you her date? I'm a little more than that. I'm her fiance. Truly? Fiance is a successful outcome of dates with a 0.013p probability. Congratulations on your excellent odds actualization. Thank you. Now, Cafe Offspring, we are wishing for a drink. Cafe Offspring? How did you acquire that new title? Alright, sounds like something I shouldn't prod too hard. Never mind me. You were about to order, Amanda? We were. And what we wish for is a memorable partying experience. Ah, I suspected something like that. Last visit in a while, huh? That is accurate. I take it you completed your research on Earth? Almost. We are quite satisfied with the outcomes of our mission. Interesting. That sounds like there's a story there. But first, tell me, what sort of experience are you after? We wish to have something we have never had before. It's time to get creative, then. Yes. Take care not to reuse any ingredients you have served us in the past. Oh, good lord. Okay, I don't think I gave her any of these. Let's go with hibiscus. I don't think I gave her anything with milk. So, let's just do double milk because I can't remember on these, but I'm positive I didn't give her anything with milk. So let's go with this. Hibiscus, no. Why did I make this? Oh, is it still going up? Some swirly whirlies. I don't know what I'm doing. Just looks like a massive mess. I don't know. There you go. It's a mess. It's a volcano, and that's the smoke around the volcano. Here you go. Get Bailey's. I think freelance designer, museum, and art gallery frequenter, art school graduate, will draw and design for food and shelter. Favorite things, punk. Been listening to Pumpkin Spice since I was a wee lad. What I'm doing with my life. Escaping bloodlines, experiencing life one color at a time. One day I will have my own solo exhibition. Here you go. Hopefully this tastes new to you. It does. It is at least 56.941% different from anything else we've experienced. We are, as Earthlings would express, delighted. According to our calculations, this is our, good lord, 39,846 new experience since arriving on Earth. That's quite a lot. Perhaps, however, most of them are rather insignificant in nature. Oh, what about this one? This one is the 99th percentile of significance. Is that good or bad? She means it's very significant, right, Amanda? Very much so. We enjoyed this place and we will miss it. That's... Don't mind me. Getting a bit emotional here. Anyhow, I trust the agent gave you no more trouble? That one was quite close, actually. We had a little brush with the authorities, you see. Yeah, Lua mentioned that. He made her really angry. She was still seething when she came home that night. Please tell her I'm very grateful for that. Excuse me. Well, that agent kept looking into things even after his second visit here. But that's where your help really came in handy, Azrael. My help? Yes, the card that you got off the agent. We asked for help from an associate to run it through the mind you call computer. Once the contents of the card had been unveiled, we analyzed the language of its communication, which is quite an interesting mix, if we may say so. It is roughly 60.09223% syntax and 39.9077% mathematics. We then led a polynomial time attack on its encryption, expressing the ciphertext as... the point is, Amanda managed to get into the fire system. She obfuscated all mentions of any of us or save beyond recognition. And some totally legitimate orders came in to send the agent to Europe on an urgent mission, which should last more than long enough for him to forget all about us. Oop, that sounds incredible. It does sound thrilling. It was a very simple matter of applying hive knowledge. Be that as it may, that's great work, Amanda. We are pleased. Amanda's amazing. I know. Amanda's are amazing. Well, let's not forget who got the card in the first place. You really helped us there, Azrael. Thank you. I'm very glad to hear that, and very relieved. Yes, we have thought of it for a while, and... So I got the achievement 40,000 kilometers around the world. We've decided we do not care for that sort of excitement. Not if it makes our siblings so sad. You've really gotten a hang of emotions now, haven't you, Amanda? Thank you, Offspring. If that is the case, we are content. That means our mission is well and truly accomplished. Did you come here specifically to pick up Earthling emotions? No, we came here for the purpose of general Earthling research, but it appears to us now that emotions are one of its most interesting aspects. We'll be submitting you call it academic paper, uncontrolled stimuli and reflexive neural patterns, deep-level communication in hive versus non-hive species. Wow. That's how you know it's serious research. I don't even understand the title. Amanda always was the brains of the family. That wasn't your only mission, though, Amanda, right? If you're leaving, does that mean... Yes. Pearl and I did go out on a date. Right, you're looking for love, aren't you? I am. I was, I think. I think I may have found it. Wait, wasn't the first date a really short time ago? Just a couple days. But I've been waiting a while, and I really think this is it. When I took up this mission from the hive, when I came to Earth, and during this entire process when I changed and changed, what I was hoping for was that someone would see me for who I am. And I really think she does. That's so great. But I'm curious, doesn't being in a hive provide that experience of feeling seen? It does and it does not. And in fact, we hope that it is something our research might improve. The hive sees thoughts and desires honestly, but it is not able to communicate the reasons for those desires, the emotions as it were. We do not dwell on those, nor will we start to do so in excess. But it seems to us now that they may be worth conveying, at least to some extent. Yes, what Amanda said is part of it. I was very unaware of the emotions when I first came to Earth, and I was really bad at communicating them clearly to others. In some ways, I still am. It will always be harder for me to grasp them for most people. But when I started to understand them, I was both fascinated and scared, which is not an uncommon experience, I think. It's not, really not. It requires a good deal of courage to look at your emotions honestly. It certainly requires some time. And even more time to find someone who can look at them with you. Not getting scared and take them as they are. Someone who can see you clearly and kindly. It is a precious thing when that happens, huh? A rare and beautiful thing. Has that been your experience with Lua? It definitely has. I almost forgot about how much it mattered too. I'm lucky that I have good friends who reminded me of that. So does that mean you and Lua found some answers? Oh, the heck with it. I can't hold my tongue any longer. I'm sorry to interrupt your goodbyes, you guys, but Azrael, I'd like to officially invite you to a little surprise ceremony, which will take place 3 days hence. Wow, that's some answers indeed. Yeah. Taking a little time to think really cleared our heads. We'd gotten bogged down in the details, and in our own insecurities, to be honest, so we decided to make it simple again. No fuss, no massive expense, nothing like that. Just us and our closest family members. Whether we got them at birth or chose them ourselves. I am very touched, Mr. Bailey's. Aw, come on, Azrael. You know you mean a lot to the two of us, as does this place. Speaking of which, I also have Hyde's invitation here. Special invitation card for a certain someone. Oh, they invited Hyde. Well, Hyde and Gala's invitation, seeing how that's his obvious +1, so we got Guest of Honor achievement. But what am I going to wear? Would you give it to them when you see them? It would be an honor. Silver and Amanda, I don't have a card for you, but you're in the cafe family as well, so I'm sure Lua won't mind. Would you like to join us for the party? Party? This is our first experience being invited to a party. It is 99.999% pleasant, and 0.001% disappointing that we have to refuse. Yes, I truly appreciate the offer, Bailey's, but sadly we're leaving Seattle tomorrow. Really? That's more sudden than I expected. Are you going back to space then, Amanda? Not yet. We're going on an adventure. That sounds very exciting. It really is. Amanda and I are taking a trip through the country, and maybe even a bit further if we've got time. We're basically going to be tourists. Tourist is such a fascinating concept. Although our sibling explained it to us multiple times, we still find it very hard to comprehend. We always thought that traveling must have a mission, a purpose. But it seems that tourism is traveling with no other purpose than traveling, which is in essence circular reasoning. It may well be, but it's still a lot of fun. In fact, I'd say that's the real purpose of tourism. To have fun, to relax, to see beautiful things, to enjoy life, you know? Enjoyment as a purpose. That is new to us, but we are 99.9999% excited to try it out. And so am I. I've never been out of Seattle since I arrived. I guess I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to blend in, that I would have to restart everything from scratch. But knowing that you're here, Azrael, that I always have a place to return to where I'll feel home, well, that makes me a lot less nervous. I'm very happy to hear that. I think you should order a drink. Of course, what can I make you? I'd like to reflect the spirit of our upcoming adventure, but I'm also in the mood for something sweet and soothing. So sweet and soothing, but with an adventurous kick. Yes, that's exactly right. Then how about some hot chocolate with something extra to make it fun? I'd love that. Hot chocolate with some sweetness and some spice would be amazing. Okay, so we want some hot chocolate with some sweetness and some spice. Well, sweetness is usually referred to as the honey, and the spice is usually the ginger. So we got 299 792 458. Here's a 299 792 458 for a light speed traveler. Okay, so let's mark that off. Oh, we like this name. It is evocative and adventurous. Evocative. Yes, it is the speed of light. Is the speed of light not evocative of great adventures? The speed of light. Oh, wow. Way to target your audience, Azrael. Thank you. But do you like the taste, Silver? I love it. This is exactly what I wanted. It's got the spicy kick of ginger to start with, which keeps you on your toes. But then the honey makes it sweet and comfortable. In fact, it reminds me of you, Amanda. How does the taste remind you of us? I guess he's saying that you're sweet, but with a strong character as well. That's about right. We do not entirely comprehend it, and yet we are pleased. Well, that's settled then. Whenever you miss Amanda, Silver, you can come here and I'll make you this drink. I'd like that. Thank you, Azrael. Wow, careful here. You don't want to spill a drink you enjoy this much. Ah, you're right. I'm just so excited. I can barely sit still. I have a feeling Amanda is not going to go or she's going to come back. Kind of like he did. I can imagine. A first trip across the country is a big deal. It is. But that's not the only reason I'm excited. Okay, that was quite the dramatic pause. I really want to know what you're going to say now. You guys seem to lead very interesting lives. Oh, not at all. I think I'm quite a boring person. With a secret society and an alien background. It's true that some of my life circumstances are a bit unusual, but this particular thing is very commonplace. Our sibling is excited because his date will be joining us. And in fact, we must be fair and acknowledge that we may have misjudged her based on her lack of facial symmetry. Although Pearl's features are 9.231% different from left to right, we agree with her movie analysis 99.999%. Wow, hold on. Amanda, you've met Pearl and you talk about movies? And now she's joining you two on a holiday? How did any of that happen? We watched orc westerns all together last night. Pearl likes them a lot as well. You don't exactly sound thrilled. Fortunately, she also likes space travel operas. I see. Learning couple compromises the hard way. I suppose so. Well, I'm glad to hear that she's met Amanda and that they got along. Does that mean she also knows where you're from, Silver? She does. In fact, I told her about that on our first date. Wow, that's very brave. It's very hard to put yourself out there under any circumstances. To reveal something so vulnerable to someone you've just met and are starting to like takes guts. Oh, you're very kind, but I don't think so. To be honest, I hadn't planned it that way. Although I've always felt safe here with all the regulars, I know that not everyone would be open-minded about me. And so I wasn't sure I'd say anything to Pearl that night. But as we were talking, I was so happy to learn more about her, about who she is, and I realized that I didn't want her to have an incomplete picture of me. My past is part of me. If my goal is to find someone who sees me for who I am, then she needs to know about that too. And in the end, that was the right decision. Well, I'll say that if she heard your story, and that changed how she viewed you, then she wouldn't have been worth your time anyway. That's fair. But still, even knowing that, I admire you a lot. The truth is, and this is a bit of a strange thing to say, but I think I'm proud of who I've become, and I want the people I love to be proud of me too. What is proud? Proud is, For yourself, I think it's when you start to be satisfied with what you're achieving, especially if you have to fight to get there. And for others, it's when you think of someone you care about, consider who they are and the way they're acting, and it just fills you with joy. Ah, we see. Then we are definitely proud of you. You two are a really sweet family. And so are you and Miss Lou at Mr. Bailey's. True. Chosen families can also rock. Yes, when we met Pearl, we came to a conclusion. There's no difference in nature or expression between a family that you are born with and a family that you acquire by choice. Both demand work and understanding. There may be a minute difference in the specific process, but the bond appears to be 99.9999% similar in the end. So it is. Well, we should probably get going. Yes, we must. Go pack. First time I see someone get excited about that specific part. What Amanda really means is that I must pack, while she analyzes the Earthling ritual of folding shirts, rolling up socks, and so on. Precisely. This is further information for our research. We are thrilled. Good luck, Silver. Indeed. He does not look thrilled. Do enjoy your trip, both of you. I hope you'll tell us all about it when you're back, Silver. I will. Good night to you two, then. Hasta la vista, strangers. Huh? Orc westerns. Ah, bye to you too. There's never a dull moment in your cafe, Azrael. I try. Speaking of which, would you like to hold some party or after party for your wedding here? I know it's not a very large space, but perhaps... Whether we'd like it, we'd love it. Honestly, I didn't want to impose, but there's no place that could be a better fit. And I don't mind that it's not very large. It's going to be a small, cozy wedding. So this is perfect. It's settled then. Lou's going to be over the moon when I tell her. In fact, I'm going to go tell her now. That's a very exciting prospect. It really is. Thanks again, Azrael. You're like a guardian angel for us. And on that note, I'm off. Good night. More like a guardian hive mind. Good night, Mr. Baileys. Okay, so we have Saturday, September 30th, 2023. The Evening Whisperers, Saturday, September 30th, 2023. ZXX20 virus vaccine booster ready for distribution. Nikomimi driver crashes truck filled with catnip, suspected DUI. UFO previously spotted by Space Guard fighters, a very determined hot air balloon. I think that's what it said. The cup was kind of blocking it. Oh, that's Aqua. You can tell by the squishing. Okay, so Lucas, good night. Rochelle, I'm taking an easy day because self-care is important. Don't forget to take a good rest once in a while too, everyone. And Georgie, I told my wife that she needs to embrace her mistakes. She gave me a hug. Hello, Miss Aqua. Hi, Azrael. How are you? Good, as usual. How about you? Honestly, lots of things have happened. Can I order something first, though? Of course, what would you like? Can you make me a cup of chai? Okay, a cup of chai. Do I have that one? Because I don't know if I remember what's in that one. Okay, don't have it listed, but it's usually tea. Let's try ginger and cinnamon. Let's try that and see if that's it. There we go, we got chai. A cup of masala chai for the lady with eclectic taste. Okay, myself, Summary Mermaid from Atlantis and a friendly introvert tea lover. Favorite things, Full Metal Conflict, video games, and general grandma. What I'm doing with my life. Moved to Seattle to achieve my dream of advancing technology as far as we can, trying to find the peace and person whom I belong while doing something I love. Okay, there's no new stories. Let's go ahead and take that off there. Okay. Thank you. It's delicious. You're welcome. So you were saying... Oh, right. It's just, I've been busy working on my game. I see. How's it going? It's pretty difficult, but I'll manage. I'm glad to hear that. How's the contract you talked about the other day going? Oh, that? I rejected it, of course. There's no saving it, really. Which is a shame. I truly like their games, but with all the shady requirements they had, I could tell they looked down on us small developers. And the scary thing is, if I hadn't known what I know now, just because they were a publisher I loved a lot, I would have overlooked all that. That's understandable, though. You trusted them not to take advantage of you. Well, it has to be fair for both of us, right? Because at the end of the day, it's business. But, I don't know. Yeah. Actually, I tried negotiating with them because I wondered if they still had any good faith left. Don't tell Myrtle, okay? Okay. But as I expected, it really didn't go anywhere. Instead, they insisted they were doing me a favor since I'm just a small developer. And I wasn't thinking rationally or in business terms. Oof. Doesn't sound like good faith to me. Right? Considering the unfair conditions they're expecting me to accept, they could have at least been polite about it. I doubt they care, though. Yeah. That aside, Myrtle's coming here soon. Great. So you two made up already? Yes. We apologized to each other. Nice. I know I was probably being a little confusing. I didn't explain the context I applied to the situation very well, but she made it clear that she understood why I was anxious, and she apologized for assuming. That really helped. Now she's helping me speed up development. I'm happy to hear that. Hey. Hi, Myrtle. We were just talking about you. Okay. Nothing too terrible, I hope. Don't worry, only the good stuff. Anyway, sorry, Azrael. I won't be ordering today. Why? We don't have time. We're going to the expo sale, right? Oh, you're right. Expo sale? We're hunting new parts for my PC. It's been a bit slow lately. A bit? She's joking. It's pretty much in its death throes. If we're going, we're building you a whole new setup. But if you just want parts, I can always give you mine. But at this point, I'm not sure it'll be any help at all, to be honest with you. Yeah. No, you're right. It's time to move forward with the productivity. I've been putting off upgrading things for a while now. So it really is time for a better setup. That's the spirit. Go big or go home. Sorry, Azrael. It seems like we have to go now. Thanks for the drink. I'll see you later. Yeah, take care. Safe trip and good luck. Wow, I think this is the fastest customers have ever come and gone. Let's see. I guess I'll go over today's checklist. Hendry! It's been forever since we've seen him. Well, hello, gentlemen. Hey, Azrael. Azrael. Nice seeing you here, Hendry. How goes it? Good, good, good. I see you're doing good, too. As usual. What do you want to drink, Henry? It's on me. No. That won't do. Well, let's talk about bills later. So, what will it be? You first. You sure? Okie dokie. I'll have one STMJ, please. Okay, and I know that's a milk one. Okay, so it's milk, ginger, and honey. One STMJ coming up. Ah, it smells so nice. Spot on. Thanks, Azrael. You're very welcome. How about you, sir? Oh, it's my turn. Something with ginger, please. Anything else with that? Well, what would you recommend? Anything from your new tea line is fine. Ooh, I see you have a new selection. Yes, we have blue pea and hibiscus tea available. Hibiscus, huh? You should try Toge Rosella. It's pretty good for this kind of weather. Sounds familiar. It's ginger steeped with rosella buds, another name for hibiscus. Anything else in it? Well, it's a bit sweet. Interesting. I'll try it then. A Toge Rosella. Well, it's probably honey in it then. So I need the hibiscus, ginger, and honey. Okay, and I want to give him that. What's this? Oh, it's Bailey's and Lua's wedding invitation. Really? For Hyde. Oh, the date is really soon. Could you pass it along to him since I'm not sure when he'll be here? Okay, sure. Thank you. A piping hot cup of Toge Rosella for you. Thanks. What do you think, Hendry? Does it look any good? Uh-oh. It looks about right. It smells good, too. Try it. Yep, it's good. Glad I passed your impromptu test. So, what's been going on? Did I miss anything? Something happened, didn't it? You could say that. I think the officer is coming too, by the way. Alright. As for me, I'm just glad my fury is over. Are you okay, though? I'm fine, as you can see. How are you managing, Hendry? Did you get your checkup? I did. Rochelle pestered me to get it done all week, so I had to do it. Good. There's no doubt I need to slow down. I can feel it in my bones. Time is a harsh mistress, as they say. Ain't that the truth? But I don't think you get to complain, though. Why not? You know my body isn't what it used to be anymore. Oh? I mean, compared to my prime. 50 years ago. I'm kidding. Truth is, my body doesn't hold up well when I'm transforming anymore. Oh, is that so? Yep. The soreness doesn't go away as quick as it used to. It's harder to get up in the morning after that. Like today. I know the feeling all too well. Especially in this kind of weather. Oh? It's like my body knows if a storm's gonna get worse. No weather forecast can match the accuracy of my joints. Well, lucky for you, ginger is great for sore muscles. Yeah? Hey, folks. The man of the hour. Hiya, Georgie. Azrael, what'd I miss? Some very important weather talk. Is that so? Sounds like I missed a ton, then. How are you? How am I? If you're talking about my case, well, I don't even know where to begin. Hendry, you know nothing about what I'm about to say, right? No, what are we talking about? Azrael, you should have primed him before I got here. My bad. In my defense, I didn't know you were coming until Mr. Gala mentioned it. Excuses. I'll explain it to Hendry. In short, there's been a string of car vandalisms nearby. At least we don't have to sit through it. Look at his eyes, that's hilarious. So he's trying to figure out if the tree being gone has anything to do with the case. And that's where we are now. Yep, that's about it. That's a lot to take in. Anything new happened since? Well, I tried something. I set a few candles where the tree was. I used my lighter and things happened. Mind backing up a bit? Feels like there's a lot of context missing here. Well, I'm warning you. Everything I'm about to tell you is real. It'll sound a little crazy, but no, I haven't lost it yet. Got it? Loud and clear. I told Azrael about my lighter a while ago, how it might be connected to the fairy market we talked about before. Really? In what way? The lighter was my grandpa's. And there's a chance he brought it from here. Or he bought it from there. Ah, interesting. Yeah, what a coincidence, eh? Anyways, my daughter likes this sort of mystery stuff, right? After talking to her about what's going on, she believes my lighter was the key to making sense of all this. And gave me some pointers. So, I went back there last night. To the spot, you know? To where the tree used to be. I lit a few candles there and put the lighter right in the middle of it all. I'll be honest, it was spooky as heck. The air was still and I felt tension in my head. Wasn't sure if it was just me being creeped out or if there was something else going on. Whatever it was, I thought I should leave it alone. So I followed my gut and got the heck out of there. Then what happened? It blew up. What? What do you mean, what? The lighter. It just blew up. Well, what do you mean, blew up? Yeah, I think we definitely need more context here. Well, I didn't see it because I was walking towards my car, you see, but I heard it. Pachua. Don't ask me what that sound was. With a little whoosh, followed by a couple of clink clinks. Pachua. What kind of sound is that? You know, like something small metallic blew up? Wouldn't bang work better? No, that's a shot. Wouldn't want to confuse y'all with that. But patua is... What is that? You know, patua. And then what happened? Right, okay. Then I immediately looked back to see it had fallen over with its lid open. The flame, it was burning white. Wow. Ain't gonna lie to y'all, I freaked the frick out. But before I could do anything, two small figures emerged from the corner walking towards the lighter. Did they see you? Yeah, they did. They inspected my lighter while I was just standing there. Then they asked me straight up, "Is this lighter yours, guy?" I said, "Yeah." Then I fired a question back. "Are you the ones who've been messing with the cars around here lately?" And they said yes. Well, sounds like case closed. So, they weren't ghosts? Hell no, thank God for that. Then who are they? Let's just say they were close friends of the deceased. They're part of the fairy folk, but I didn't expect them at all. Didn't expect... Do you know them? Kind of. In fact, they own the Gnome Noms near my place. Oh, wow. Did they know it was your car then? Nope, because I only order takeout. And I usually walk there. What was the reason for all the vandalism then? It all started because of a broken promise. And we have to start way back for that. You remember why the tree was there in the first place, right? Yeah. The tragic hit and run. At the time, the court ruling practically let the driver off the hook outside the DUI charge. Well, it sparked a huge protest. Good. In response to it, the mayor at the time gave his word to the victim's family. He promised to keep the tree as a landmark for the community, and the vow was kept well after his tenure was over. But he died a few years ago, and we all know recently what happened to the tree. I see. So it was their attempt to keep the memory alive, not just for their friend, but as a remembrance of the injustice as well. And after all the urban renewals the city's gone through, makes sense that the community that used to be there is gone now. That's right. There used to be a lot of veteran housing and low-rise apartments in the area. Now it's filled with never-ending projects. You okay? Oh, yeah. Sorry. There's something about it bothers me a bit. Like what? Their unique disposition after they passed. It bothers me that their own memories are insufficient to ensure their existence. And by failing to remember, we, the outside party, will also gradually lose track of their existence. It just doesn't feel right to me. I get what you mean. An auto-erasure of existence. But apparently that's why they kept animals. The Gnome Noms owners told me they have a large mastiff living in their place. Others even take care of multiple animals at once. Interesting. I suppose that's why some folk prefer living near the wilderness. But animals don't live long either. Right. But the erasure starts happening if they're completely forgotten, right? Something like that, I guess. I'm not sure. Right, okay. But doesn't that normally happen anyway? How do we pay respects or remember someone who died a long time ago? Like our ancestors, for example. It's our call, isn't it? Every April, Rochelle and I would visit my wife's grave. We used to visit her grandparents' graves too when my wife was still alive. If our extended family was visiting, they'd join us. We'd clean their gravestones, bring food, and have a feast while catching up. It's how Nekomimis honor the dead, and I'm sure our culture have their own ways too. I'm sure other cultures have their own ways too. Right. I truly think continuing the tradition is something we do for ourselves, though. To remember the deceased and all the reasons they mattered to us. So, except for the weird erased memory part, it sounds on par to me. It's the effort of the living to remember the dead anyway. You're right. Unless you believe in life after death, memories are for us, not for the dead. Exactly. It'd be great if we could all remember and help each other. Because keeping track of any sort of history is a team effort. Since the best way to gain wisdom is to learn from the past, whether it's bad or good. Yeah. Speaking of the Gnome Noms owners, though, what happened to them after all that? Oh, right. Did you arrest them? Nope. Are you gonna let them go? Not necessarily, but I got an idea of what I have to do. Right now, I'm just happy there's no ghost involved. Still, it was truly something else. Yeah, what a night it must have been. It is what it is. What's up, big guy? Something on your mind? No, nothing. A shame about the lighter of yours, though. Oh yeah, it's probably busted, right? That's the thing. It works just fine. Not even a scratch. Really? But that thing blew up, didn't it? Like, patua. Heck, we even debated the sound effects and everything. As I said, it still works fine. So I don't know what else to tell you. I see. You want to know what I think? No. It's haunted. No, it's not. That thing is definitely haunted. What are you talking about? The white flame is a bit unnatural, I agree. And I remember how you kept forgetting your lighter here. Hey now, a man is allowed to forget stuff as he gets older, no? As for the blowing up, it was probably a well-timed bad chemical reaction or something. This thing is real old after all. If that's the case, you might want to stop carrying it around. At any rate, I believe you now, officer. There's no such thing as coincidence, indeed. I still think it's a ghost, though. Shut it, Henry. Shush. In any case, mystery solved. For now, at least. They're gonna get him thinking it's a ghost again. Oh no, I think I have to go now. I didn't realize I missed multiple messages earlier because I was so engrossed in your story. Sorry to rush off. I'll see you all again next time. Sure, safe trip. Nice seeing you, Henry. Take care. Let me move over there. You know, all that talking made me thirsty. You want anything? I'm good. Then one espresso for me, please. Okay, it's an espresso, just coffee. Okay, now I remember we have to give him Riona's contact info. What is that? Okay, we have 2 new things here. Kangala. So favorite things: food, anything warm and made with ginger, music, metal maiden, books, full metal jarhead, what I'm doing for my life, trying to heal myself by helping other people heal. Okay, and Georgie. Favorite things: funny cop movies, non-dairy cakes, dislikes ghosts, what I'm doing with my life, trying to be a good father to 3 great kids in this ever-changing world and stay a keeper for his lovely missus. That's funny, Hendry doesn't have a social media. It's Miss Riona's number. She asked me to give it to you. She said she can help you find someone if you need it, or if you need any information from her. I see. Well, I'm sure it'll come in handy. Thank you. Here's your espresso, officer. Thanks. Great as always. So what's next, officer? What's your plan after this? Other than talking to him? I guess I'll focus on the rumors. We're just going around that cars are being messed up there. It's kind of expected, though, isn't it? There's no point in adding to citizens' worries when the case is pretty much over. And I don't want bad press to paint over the area's history. You're right. There's nothing like rumors. Without being stopped, they'll just spiral out of control. I have a question for you, though. Which do you prefer, wild rumors or bad press? That's a tough one. There's no limit to what wild rumors can become or how far they'll go. But the press can shape a story, report it, and many will believe it is true. Both are worrying in their own ways. Fair point. But what if we combine them? Rumor, truth, and press. If we somehow combine them, then I think I have a plan. A crazy one, but a plan nonetheless. Maybe y'all can also add to it. Oh? Sure. It'll take a while to explain, though. Well, I'll be here all night. I got time. Alrighty then. Brace yourselves, folks. It's gonna be a doozy. Oh, we don't get to hear it. Okay, so blue lightning, the best remedy for an upset tummy or a bored mind, and in a pretty color to boot. Okay, so Sunday, October 1st, 2023. Alright everyone, we're going to go ahead and stop it there. We'll continue with October 1st on the next playthrough. Please leave me a comment down below on, let me know how you're enjoying Coffee Talk 2. or, like any insights on some of the stories that we've been seeing, please leave me a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Bye.